hear what I hear.
その答えは、
あ、見つけた。
Such a beautiful sentiment Zero Two delivers with the gorgeous opening animation of the first episode. Coupled with the FranXX robots to the allegory of the Hyoku no Tori, or the mythical lovebird, a male and female each with one eye and one wing that join together as one sex when flying to symbolize love and loyalty. There are so many relational concepts in this anime, like just look at the name of the first episode, Hitori to Hitori. The name of course stands for two people who are alone, but the simple fact that tori, or the Japanese word for bird, is also included in the name is yet another representation, I feel like. Darling in the FranXX is a puzzle that I just can't wait to piece together, and without understanding the language, you may miss some of these concepts considering the English title of the episode is Alone and Lonesome, which is thought-provoking, but you're missing the whole tori thing and you can't make a connection with that. Fukanzen na ikimono, she calls them. They're imperfect, incomplete creatures. As she bleeds blue and lowers her blood-red, disfigured fingernails to her sides, the white hair of the devil blending into the bird's wings as she turns to the kyoryu. I could just sit here and watch this animation all day over and over again. It's so beautiful. そんな命のあり方を美しいと思ってしまったのだ。美しいと感じてしまったのだ。This was such a profound sentence. She wonders why she automatically thought their way of life was beautiful and felt their way of life was beautiful. I'm captivated as to why she's wondering this and when it's going to pertain to Zero Two's character. And that smile, you know we have to protect that smile as an anime community, I swear to God.
私はそんな命のあり方を美しいと思ってしまったのだ。美しいと感じてしまったのだ。
The character designer too from Kimi no Nawa and visuals reminiscent of Hiroyuki Imaishi's and Sushio's older work. This anime has it all, man. Trigger has outdone themselves time and time again, and this time joining forces with another favorite of mine, A1 Pictures, another great studio. They obviously wanted to kick off 2018 with a bang, and boy, did it work, because I'm already head over heels for the teammate killer. In addition to her infamous nickname, she's been given a number. Each of the parasites also have numbers which relate to their actual names. The leader of the group 015, for example, is named Ichigo. Ichi, which means 1 in Japanese, and Go, which means 5. What I'm basically saying is her name is Ichigo for a reason, but Zero Two has a much more interesting reason. O2. 2 means ni in Japanese. Her name is a euphemism for Oni. Oni in Japanese are a type of yokai or supernatural demons and devils in Japanese folklore, usually portrayed with 2 horns and wild hair. They're often depicted with red skin and expressed as being undefeatable. Sound like any other characters that you can think of right now? Voiced by Haruka Tomatsu, who's famous for Asana's voice in Sword Art Online, Zero Two is a mysterious beauty with red horns, stealing my heart with not only that character design, but the bold and mischievous personality to go with it. After all, this show isn't only conceptual. It is A1 and Trigger, 2 of the greatest studios in Japan. Just look at the cinematography as the scene switches from the bloody bird who can't fly to Hiro to Zero Two seamlessly, while also showing that Hiro relates to the bird being trapped in this bubble. That's weird. Trapped from the freedom of the sky and the outside world. Sounds like another anime some of the people from Trigger worked on in the 2000s. That was undoubtedly the best anime of all time. What could that be? Anyways, continuing with the perfect Trigger style animation, there's just the right amount of fan service for the sake of fan service and fan service for the sake of storytelling, which is fucking awesome. 2017, where everyone is politically correct, well, surprise, surprise, no one in the Japanese industry fucking cares, and that's exactly how it should be.
今石監督直筆の作画修正。
こんなテイストでここまではっちゃけないと多分このキャラは立たないんだなっていう。
今石さんの凄さっていうのは感
情的というか理屈じゃなくて、こ こういうシーンだから。
This is Trigger, the successor to Gainax, undoubtedly my two favorites to ever play the game. By now we can expect the provocative girls and the absurd action taken to an irrational level, and I'm going to continue to love every fucking second of it, no matter how much you fuckers complain about the fan service and how nothing ever makes sense.
欲しいからこういうポーズを取るみたいな感じで、吉成さんもすごいですけどこれがこういう思い切りで描くっていうのはでもかっこいいですけどねすごいかっこいいですよね。でもお客さんは見たいよなっていうこういうこんくらいぶっ飛んだやつは見てて楽しいだろうなっていうのは思いますね。だからちゃんとやらないとっていう
気絶して川に落ちるといいな。
わかった。君はエッチな人だ。
Is Dr. FranXX grabbing Nana's ass just for the sake of it, or are we seeing his character traits? Either way, fuck yes. And oh, the lake scene? Trigger fanboy heaven. The silhouette of Zero Two's perfect body just floating through the lake. Hiro doesn't yet need a tremendous personality because he's just letting the viewer stare at her, avert their eyes, and then continue to stare at Trigger's wonderful new creation. In his own calm words, I was transfixed, unable to take my eyes off of her. Exactly like we, the audience, were. But again, this first encounter shows the mysterious girl with red horns doesn't care about death, and she isn't afraid of being naked in front of him, let alone afraid of anything else.
生めかしく生えた2本の角と初めて見た女性の裸に僕は彼女から目をそらすことができなかった。
Anime in general is saturated with these voluptuous characters to the point that the people who actually want to enjoy the story, in addition to the bouncy visuals, need something more. She is that something more.
違う。
なんだ、死んでるのかと思った。
Her appeal is raised tenfold by the attitude, which I'm assuming will mature into something more affectionate as Hiro is further introduced into her life, because he's the boy who isn't afraid of her. And at the same time, I love her quirks. The Wakatta, Kimi wa echi no hito da. That initiates some hilarious pantsuit animation, her adorable one fang, and how she's strangely obsessed with the taste of not just her own skin, but Hiro's as well. This is new best girl.
作れなかったら奪え。
And as for Hiro's partner, well, the drama was pretty depressing, but at the same time, I wanted her to get the fuck out so Zero Two can step in, to be honest. But they kind of killed her off or let her go in this terrible manner, as Atsushi Nishikori, the brilliant mind involved with Gurren Lagann, Kill la Kill, and so many others, he has the intent to cause the hero character angst. To push the character further was the whole purpose of that scene. And in a nutshell, the fight was Trigger animation icing on the cake. And Zero Two just proved that she really doesn't care about death after killing her partner.
へえ、死ぬ覚悟あるの?
With that perfect kiss at the end, this anime just hit all of my soft spots. The ship set sail on the first episode, with a girl who is always alone. Trigger knows me all too well. This is an absolute new favorite of mine. Covered in blood, this has the feeling of the new Kill la Kill all over it, and I am dying for more. Oh, and if you're wondering what happens inside those huge robots, the artist for To Love Ru has started the manga adaptation for this series, and this is how the girls submit to their partners on the inside. All aboard for more fan service, parables, and bright, flashy Trigger stars. Darling and the FranXX is going to be quite the ride for this season.
君を味合わせて、今から君が
By the way, guys, I only have 2 mini poster pamphlets left of the Zero Two To Love Ru artist artwork up on my website, soulanimation.bigcartel.com. That's where you can pick them up if you want to check that out. They'll be gone really quick, so head on over there. That link will be in the description, along with my Twitter and Instagram. If you want to continue the conversation, drop a like. If Zero Two is best girl, let me know in the comments what you guys have thought of the series thus far. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Arigato. Ja, mata.